the two console players, with their kitty inputs, I do think
Cool,
are
69
probably up
Murray,
there.
my favorites. Welcome everyone to the first episode of the unNUELable podcast, which is potentially inspired by another podcast of a similar name, but instead centered on the UK University Overwatch scene, on the NUEL and NSE tournaments. I'm Thrall, I'm the team captain and main support or Zenyatta player for the Warwick Angels, and I'm here with Jackycha, LightVoid, and Younisco.
Hi, I'm Jackycha/Vandal, or also known as the ex-Kent captain. I came second to my team last year in spring and lost 4-0 in the finals. It was the quickest series you'll ever watch. But, we beat Warwick, so that's what matters.
Hey, I'm LightVoid. I'm the tank player for Oxford and the ex-game lead for Oxford's Overwatch. And this is my 4th year on the team, and we came first place in NSE Winter.
I'm Younisco. I'm from Imperial College London. I played flex support for 2 seasons last season, on spring and summer, and I played DPS in the winter season. I'm never going to touch the DPS ever again, or not that I have a choice at this point, because I've graduated now. But maybe not putting a plat player on DPS might be a good shout. And yeah, my highest ranking in the NUEL and NSE was 5th, though it probably should not have been 5th. But
yeah, fair enough. So you guys have been all saying about your placements and everything. I don't think I need to tell just how good Warwick has been lately, but let's just move on.
They're average. They're like mid.
Yeah, perfectly average. Yeah, of course.
Like at least top 32. Let's be real here. At least top 32.
Let's on that note, let's move on to the bracket predictions and see what's happening there. We're gonna start with Jackycha because he's first.
Let's go. Which one? NUEL or NSE?
The NSE prediction for Jackycha. So I've cropped it to be only the games that are still happening, because like half of the bracket's already done. But yeah, let's unpack this. First question: what is Loughborough doing in the finals?
Well, I'm a believer, man. They got those 2 players. No, they got 2 good players. Surely they make it.
I swear they're like Bugo, whoever is meant to be playing tank for them. Are they even signed up for NSE?
Well, I was under the assumption that everyone would be available, so.
Right. The
If
best
not,
case
oh well.
scenario.
I don't trust Loughborough's players to turn up every week to to consistently win like this. Like when we played them, like literally on Thursday, I think wasn't the Contenders Flex support game like literally the final map of the game, and yeah. So I don't necessarily trust that they're gonna
Did they take a map off of you though?
Yeah, they took a map off of us. Yeah.
So the potential is there. Is it the map that Abik was subbed in?
Oh no, we won the map that Abik was subbed in.
I mean, the potential is definitely there, because I mean,
we're still looking out for them.
Yeah, like last NSE split, the potential really showed when we were playing them, and they may or may not have knocked us out of NSE. But yeah, no, I feel like in this meta especially, they just don't really seem that strong anymore. Not sure if it's just Booga not playing or if it's like whatever, but
I swear Booga did play when we played them. I think he was playing Junker Queen at least at some point, and then he kept on switching tanks. He was going on a bit of a tank adventure when we played against them.
Or just like fully playing Mystery Heroes, just like, I'm going to play this now.
Well,
if it doesn't work, I'm gonna go to the next one.
Junker Queen stopped working. Junker Queen stopped working, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna play every tank possible and see what works." And funnily enough, not having any tank ults for some reason put a little bit of a damper on their team. So I don't know.
Who needs ults anyway?
No. I'm sure they'll work it out. I'm sure.
They might do.
I'm a believer. I'm a believer.
Abik carries, I believe.
the heaviest weight on his shoulders trying to carry that team. Like no offense to everyone else there, but I'm just saying that like there is a lot of heavy lifting that probably has to be done in order for them to be in the finals at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a believer, man.
Like how much true carry potential can a flex support have is basically what's going to
Yeah,
be proven
especially a
there.
flex support. Because, like,
Hmm.
Staffordshire, for example, Staffordshire, if I remember correctly, they have Takuno as well. He's also, like, a tier 2 player, pretty much. And, like, when we played them, it's like he just doesn't really do that much that could potentially carry. Like, even if he's playing, like, Kiri, especially on Dispatch, like, you just can't, like, get that many picks or, like, do that much when, like, your entire team is taking, like, tons of damage because they can't play cover. I mean, not that happens, but
Damage.
it's
Is
just
that what I'm
like
hearing?
Flex Support just does not have that much carry potential, especially on Dispatch, I feel.
Do you think that maybe these patches would have, or these brackets would have changed if it was on the last bracket, like with everyone on like 200 HP, like Kiriko two tapping people across the map? Do you think maybe it would have changed the outcome?
I think so, yeah. I
Do you think that maybe Jackie's bracket might be a little bit closer
It's
to what it
outdated.
is right now?
maybe at least
You think it's
slightly more
outdated?
believable.
It could be outdated.
Okay. I'm sure, man. Yeah, well, whatever. Anything else you want to talk about in it? I think it looks pretty standard, no?
I think it looks pretty standard, but I think like it's very much thrown off as soon as you say that like Oxford are probably gonna win against Warwick. Oh no, Warwick are probably gonna win against Oxford. Sorry, my bad, I misspoke. I would never say such a thing. No offense. But like it's probably thrown off a lot if you're putting Luffer beating Oxford. I think a few of us might disagree with.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's literally evidence this Thursday that it's probably, I don't know. We still
You never know. They might be double blocking every day
Yeah.
until like they eventually end up meeting you guys. So
A UCL
Totally.
type deal.
yeah, maybe a UCL type deal.
What is UCL double blocking? What's going on?
They, I mean, they were,
double
but they're out of
blocked
NSA. So.
Yeah.
They're
They
out
double
of it.
blocked
Oh,
last
yeah,
term.
they are, aren't
Yeah.
Thank God for
Yeah.
that.
They got knocked out by Ken.
Terrifying.
Yeah, actually.
Losing your first map.
Yo,
to
Finn-
Yeah,
UCL.
our first map in the sea, yeah.
Finn warned me about 5 times, like about UCL becoming like super strong, and I was like, okay, we're waiting.
They are,
And then
until like I think that if they have any amount of momentum, and they carry that forward really well. But if they don't get any momentum at any point, and they just basically throw.
Yeah. So Jackie, how come you don't believe in Kent beating Donuts? No support for your home team.
let's be realistic here. I don't think it's a 50-50 matchup, to be honest. On the day I felt like Freding Donuts, so you gotta rep Meowty. What am I?
Chris, you don't believe in the Cool Beans carry?
Cool Beans can carry, just it depends on the NSE map pool that rotates every week in a best of 3.
True, that is a
That
very
is true, yeah.
Definitely no shade or anything about tournament bracket, but best of 3 rotating map pool, not the greatest in my opinion.
Fair enough.
And sometimes you play circuit and then you play King's Row and you're like, well, it's a sniper gap. And
well, you
it's
don't
just
think
a
Cool Beans
sad vibe.
can sniper gap Exuti?
No. Well,
I think I have faith.
Day, you know.
I have faith in the aim assist. I think the aim assist can really carry that.
I have faith in the kiddie input.
The kiddie input. The kiddie input comes out now. Is that what we're on about?
No, that's for later. That's for later. Right. Let's move on and go to the next prediction, which is going to be LightVoid's NSE prediction. So, pulling it up now. I feel like it's a very conventional prediction.
Yeah.
It looks nothing like mine.
I think it's very conventional with
it looks nothing like mine.
the like upper bracket seems sort of fine. Like I don't see anything egregious. But then I look at the lower bracket and I see
Oh yeah.
like I see things like Kent beating Loughborough. That is
Oh.
you're cooking
Oh
so
my.
ridiculously
Okay, that
hard.
is slightly
Like,
cooked.
like I cannot
Oh
stress
my.
enough how badly you're cooking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of forgot that I clicked on that. It was probably me.
Yeah, LightVoid's a bigger Kent fan than I
Also-
am.
Also, Durham beating Southampton is also a pretty big
Oh,
cook. I would say.
I fully stand behind that though.
Yeah,
I
stand
don't
behind
thi-
it.
I reckon
don't
Durham
think it's a cook.
Durham beats
I don't-
Southampton.
Yeah, I don't think it's a cook. I think it's
Yeah.
like a good match.
Yeah,
I
if I
think,
was-
I think it's a decently big, not a big cook per se, but like I think it's not like a Loughborough in the finals type cook, you know.
What is wrong
Yeah,
with my
no,
love
that's
for
true, actually.
finals cook? Oh,
but it is definitely, I would say,
I don't know.
it's probably if you would ask, it would probably be like a 60-40, like Southampton to Durham type thing, you know.
I think the biggest cook in this bracket is LightVoid actually has Oxford winning.
Do you?
That is
Well,
true. Yeah.
really? I do. Oh
Not
my
not only
goodness.
winning the whole bracket, but also winning the upper bracket finals. Because you see,
Yeah.
Warwick drops to the losers finals to play for.
Oh my!
So apparently
So
So you
Oxford's.
think in a best of 5 and then a best of 7 for finals, right?
Yeah.
You
easy.
think that you come out net positive against Warwick?
Yeah, I think that works out. Yeah.
Surely, guys.
Yeah,
You
sounds
know,
alright.
I can respect the fact that you have faith in your team, because it is quite bad if you're just going into a game, you're like, yeah, this is just an automatic loss, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
completely unwinnable rather.
No, we got this. We just I gotta cook on the Doomfist for a little bit longer, and we'll get there.
Oh,
You diff that top
Yeah,
20, you diff that top
yeah.
20 tank player, you diff them.
Andreas who?
Yeah,
Literally, who are they?
exactly.
Can we talk about
Yeah,
the
that'd
fact
be-
that apparently every team now is trying to copy the Doomfist comp?
It's not copying.
Well,
Okay.
it's not
I-
Like you're not Warwick aren't like
What do you mean
pioneers
special?
of this.
copying?
Yeah,
You're not special.
Let's not pretend that you
Yeah.
guys haven't been like one tricking a comp for like the last like 4 splits or something.
I
think
You're
it's
doing
more-
Doomfist.
The meta
Like-
keeps on getting rolled, and then eventually it hit Warwick comp, and Warwick goes, "Oh my goodness, we've been doing this whole time, guys.
Yeah, I'm
Why
telling
you guys
you,
are copying
we're
us?"
trendsetters. They
yeah,
are like pushing the
real
boundaries
trendsetters.
of the upper echelon of the game. You know.
You guys just
Yeah.
sound jealous.
Of what?
Of the 3-1 tricks?
Are there 3?
Really? Andreas is definitely
What,
one
isn't it?
trick.
Andreas is 1.
Brawl is the other.
I'm not a one trick. I'm a 2 trick.
It's not a 1 trick, but like
Brawl is the
you
other.
probably
Let's be
would perform better.
realistic here.
You call it a 1.5 trick, really?
Yeah, a 1.5 trick. I would say. I would probably say that your Zen is better than your Lucio. I'm sure you can agree with that one as well. Surely.
Yeah.
Surely.
Sure.
Surely.
Oh my.
You saying you running it down on the map.
Okay,
like
okay,
Second
moving
Royale.
on from myself. One thing I don't really agree with in your bracket is that you have Portsmouth losing to Loughborough. And like
Yeah,
let's
I
be
think
clear here,
that's
like
true.
Portsmouth is not the same that it used to be. But
Well, what's changed about Portsmouth? I haven't seen them in a while.
Oh, you don't know about the JJPT 90? Is
No,
is gone?
yeah, but he's been gone for ages. What do you mean? Or what's changed since last? So what's changed since winter? What's happened?
I mean, not that much has changed. But I
Not
just
much.
I don't see them like losing to
Yeah,
Loughborough.
well, they're kind of on the tier list. They're definitely the one-man team kind of tier. Like,
Who's the one
they have
man? Who's the one man? You're right. It's Stuffs, right?
Yeah, Stuffs.
Yeah,
It starts,
yeah. I don't know. I believe that they can do pretty well, but Loughborough stocks are on the up, so I believe that Loughborough will be up because Loughborough's got a couple players, and I don't know. I think Portsmouth have to unless they cook something really good. I think Portsmouth isn't necessarily going to be able to beat out Loughborough.
Because they're actually true Loughborough believers. I don't understand why.
What are you, a Portsmouth believer? Like
I am a Portsmouth believer much more than I'm a Loughborough believer, yeah.
I
I can't
Interesting
believe
take.
how much of a Kent fan LightVoid is. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I completely forgot I put Kent there.
Yeah, Kent
I
making
like it. I like it. Not even I went for it.
I just started. I'm in the lower bracket. I just started clicking, and I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
I mean, I think I think it's possible.
Surely.
Yeah, I mean,
If we lose to Durham, that's a disgrace. No way.
if you lose to
If they-
Durham, what do you
If
mean?
they,
Durham
if
beats
they
you any
make it,
day.
if they make it that far, they beat Durham.
I think Durham beats you, even though they don't have their winter buff. They're still better.
I think if Kent make it that far, they'll beat Durham. And then
Sure.
Big
they'll
if, you know, it's an if to begin with, you know.
Yeah.
you know, yeah, whatever.
The biggest opponents for Kent are themselves. Let's be real.
Really and truly.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Infallible
We
mental.
beat UCL 2-0. Like what's left? You know?
I don't know what sort of match fixing you guys have done. Like,
Did you
there
guys
has
just
to have
like?
been something?
It was like 20 minutes, easy and done. You know?
Did you guys just like spike to his drink or something? Just like make him completely not understand the game or what?
He was on Doomfist.
Yeah, his Doomfist is really good.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
We've
Doomfist
struggled a
is
little
pretty
bit about against it, maybe.
But I think I rate his Queen a bit more. I think
Yeah.
Queen is still very
Yeah,
playable.
his queen is definitely pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But if that's the only thing that UCL has going for them, then I don't know. They're
No,
gonna
I
struggle a little
think the
Well, you know, they're already out, so who
individually,
cares?
individually,
True.
probably their players are a lot better than most. I think that once you put them into a team setting,
Yeah,
it sort of has a diminishing returns. Let's say.
Yeah.
There are some teams that have maybe not the greatest players mechanically, but they make
who?
up
Like ICL.
like Warwick, because Warwick have Thrall on their team, you know.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah, the
No,
shade comes out.
like an example would be ICL, right? Like their team last split, even though they came third last split, but maybe mechanically or like in terms of ranks or whatever, maybe it's not the highest. Like it's pretty high, not the highest. Putting
Yeah,
a
I
main
think
tank,
that's
putting a main tank player on flex DPS is a pipeline that probably every single team has tried to attempt at some point.
It's a super pipeline, you know? It makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, for real.
Sure.
But,
Same
you
role.
know, they make up
about
for it in a
space.
team environment. So who
Big space,
knows?
make good comms.
Yeah, comms is mainly the comms, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Move on to I think Younisco's prediction. Yeah.
I would say that mine's like relatively bog standard. I would say like there's nothing too
Yeah,
too
I
harsh
agree.
about it.
Oh yeah, this is just a pretty based bracket. Can't really fail much here.
Yeah, excuse me, you had Beckett beating Cardiff?
Oh,
I'll
100%.
be honest. I have not seen either of those teams play. So this is just me going off of pure vibes. And I think Beckett
Pure
Bears
vibes.
have a good name. I think their name is a lot better than the Cathay Crusaders. So I just picked that. It's a dice
Yeah.
roll. So like, or coin flip rather. So
Yeah,
I think I agree
I
with that,
agree.
yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
don't know enough
also-
about Beckett Bears to defend them, but also I think they probably win.
You're
over them.
also like a really big Loughborough believer though. I'm not sure if I can
Wait,
say-
everyone's a
I
Loughborough
think-
believer.
no, like,
why
I
don't
think-
you
I
believe in
think-
Loughborough?
Well, am I just a Loughborough hater then?
I think you're just a
Yeah.
Loughborough hater.
Okay.
I think like you've maybe like played a game against them on like a bad day for them. Like they woke up for, like hungover or
The
something.
last game we played, they knocked us out on NSE.
like-
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I think
Jackie.
that's a bit of resentment right there.
But or maybe in LightVoid's case when they played against them, maybe they weren't feeling the greatest. You know, they were stalling for time, trying to get a beak to join.
Yeah, I don't remember them stalling for time.
In the name of someone has gone to the toilet.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say the actual word. However, they have gone to the toilet.
yeah. It was interesting how long it took, and then they immediately afterwards a beak joined. That was like that was really interesting.
Pulling players out of scrims just to win.
Just to
They-
lose.
they
Just to
lost,
lose
they
anyway,
lost.
But I do think Loughborough would beat the majority of like the people that just meet in the lower bracket. Like I don't think that's too hot of a take.
I mean, whenever Abik was on Baptiste, he was just a fucking huge target. Like if he's one of the only competent players, as we'll run it down on him, he's gone.
That has been
Oh.
like a genuine strategy for a bunch of teams for a bunch of years of like,
Yeah.
okay, let's figure out who's hard comming on their team, who's
Mhm.
basically like the backbone of their team, not backbone,
Well,
like the backbone
you
of their team.
you shouldn't really find that out, to be honest.
No, you very much can, because if you just
Yeah.
happen to join a Discord server where the role for their team channels are completely open, so that you can find the unlisted live streams of them running it down in OWCS.
Yeah, but who would ever
I
do
mean,
that?
Who would
You
ever
would
do
never
that?
do that.
I mean, that's just
Who has the time for that? Like, that's
It's not
disgusting.
about the time, but because it's also like I don't think that they caught on about it until they realized that 6 people had joined Oxford's Discord, like Overwatch Discord server, and were randomly getting roles and then immediately leaving.
You
Curious.
know, well, that's
He does know because I can't get it anymore, and I'm so upset about it. You know,
Yeah.
There's nothing to hide there anyway.
Renee's live streams are peak entertainment, I must say.
Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of Rene, has anyone heard about what he listens to in between his games? Not in game.
So the Rene law is that in the past week he's been listening to was it Mozart 2x speed right ear and Chinese Bible in the left ear. But I think unfortunately this hasn't worked out very well for him, because we recently had a social where we were basically playing 1v1s in the social. We were doing 1v1s so to see who gets game lead. And Rene lost whilst listening to this against someone who had drunk quite a lot of drinks, and he was stone cold sober. So I think him listening to this theoretically is equivalent to having about 6 drinks. So I don't know.
I think he has to just like it is about trying to get into that like Zen sort of state, like the flow state.
Yeah, but then
maybe he hadn't had achieved it. Maybe you guys were like distracting him,
maybe the
moving around
Chinese Bible wasn't hitting. You know, maybe he needs to listen to a bit more than Mozart in the right ear.
Yeah, I think he would turn it off if we weren't playing against Loughborough on Thursday. But for some reason, he wasn't intimidated enough by Loughborough to turn off the Chinese Bible Mozart combo.
that is BM if I've ever heard it.
I'm just passing on my teammate to do. I completely respect Loughborough.
I don't. I'm a Loughborough hater. And on that topic, let's move on to my prediction.
Let's see yours then, Thrall.
Yeah. So as expected, Loughborough drops out in the first game. That's not done yet.
What?
Oh
and loses to Portsmouth because I 100% believe that.
That's believable.
Okay.
I can believe that.
But you've also got Beckett beating Cafe Crusaders.
Yeah, I do believe that. Beckett are not that bad.
You have us losing to Portsmouth? What?
That is a slight cook, maybe. However,
a slight cook.
However, consider that.
You think? Wait. You think Ports make it to LAN?
I think so.
That's what I was about to be like. You are. I don't know what you've been smoking.
No, consider the fact that. And let me explain.
To keep the rivalry alive, but when it's not even there anymore, the rivalry's gone. It's
the rivalry is gone. However,
JPT, like, who's gonna take them to LAN?
We have a new patch coming soon, and as we all know, Oxford Omnics are complete meta slaves, so they're gonna turn their entire comp upside down and start like learning new stuff as always, while Portsmouth is just gonna stick to their guns and like one trick whatever comp they're playing. So I think. Because of that, they're gonna have just much more practice and with just a slight amount of luck.
Slight amount of luck.
You need luck as well.
Realistically, that is not a slight amount of luck. That is like.
No, I believe in Portsmouth.
You are cooking.
I'm a Portsmouth believer.
Do you think Ports beat Durham as well?
Yeah, I don't think it's even that far. I think they're quite an even matchup.
Who have you got winning? It's
just Warwick.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, I know.
You
right?
got Kempi and Donuts as well.
Yeah,
I like it. You guys are repping Kent more than I am. Ooh.
I believe in
more than most people.
I believe in cool beans.
Is
And-
just
and
one
the
of
other-
cool beans?
And the other
Only
players
Cool
on
Beans.
Kent, because
Cool Bean 69.
it's not just Cool Beans, guys.
I think also this
Yeah.
bracket would be also very different if Cool Beans wasn't playing, you know, when he took his week-long sabbatical, let's say, to
It
go
was two
to go
games.
see some to get some soul searching about how to play with his current team. So,
It was 2 games. He missed 1 game day. Like, relax a little, you know?
yeah, but like he had made it seem like he is just like going like completely like cold turkey, like not gonna touch the game at any point. But
Yeah, I'm
you,
a bad influence.
you're a
I-
bad influence, but you have some convincing skills, I'd say.
Yeah, but the legend is
It's
back.
just- Yeah, but how can you have null or slash NSE without Cool Bean 69?
So true.
This is very true.
Like,
Who else-
best
who
DPS
else-
player in all of null.
Who else would be accused of cheating every single game? Who else would be forced to record the controller on her hand cam?
Wait, so just
Maybe
to
a bit of
clarify,
like Matt Flurry.
just to clarify, Thrall, we've already seen Southampton knocking out Portsmouth, but
Yeah.
Portsmouth make a complete bracket run, like beating Loughborough, Kent, like Hull, Durham, and Oxford after losing to Southampton in round 2. And this is your prediction.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
I mean,
Okay.
with his bracket, they never come across Southampton. Maybe Southampton
Exactly.
is like Portsmouth's kryptonite.
Yeah,
For
true.
all we know.
actually. Yeah, that's that. Maybe it's true. Maybe we are in that reality.
We'll have to wait and see. But I do think this is a really big cook, especially for that land final there.
I mean, you
Yeah,
do
the
also
land,
have.
the land final is a bit of a cook. I agree with that one.
Yeah, but then if you think about it, it's going to be better that way because if Oxford was at LAN finals, they're not going to have their best player in carry, Finfunge. So
Finn Funge the carry.
Finfunge
yes,
the
of course.
carry.
Can't they just take anyone from Team 2?
Take anyone
They
from
probably could, but then like they won't have any practice with them. They're probably gonna be worse.
Yeah, our team 2 is
Probably.
not our team 2 is not the some team that we can draw, Kiriko players out of that will replace Finn Funge.
The Oxford
Like-
Oranges.
Oh,
I mean,
you never played
for
Kiriko?
for you know, next week it might be Baptiste. So like,
Exactly.
maybe depending
Yeah,
on the meta.
We don't have any spare Baptiste players as
Yeah,
well.
who cares?
unfortunately.
Who cares on meta?
Any flex support. Just take any flex support that you can, and
Uh,
just like cross your fingers that the meta is gonna like tilt towards them.
I mean,
I-
who cares
if
on
they
meta?
remove-
Just play your comp.
Yeah, who cares about meta, right?
who cares
about
about
the meta?
Who cares?
No
Who
one.
cares?
So true.
Yeah, I think we should just run it down on Ryan like we did in like year 1 or something.
I
I-
think
Oh,
you
how did
should
that
not.
go? How did that one go?
Well, in my first year it worked quite well because Ryan was not bad. But yeah, Ryan is perhaps the worst tank right now.
No, not perhaps. Ryan is like I would say
Most-
undoubtedly the worst.
Most
Yeah,
definitely the
and-
worst.
Yeah,
And
he's
let's-
definitely the worst tank.
and Blizzard is definitely not buffing Ryan. Like it's been how many years since a Ryan buff?
They
Okay.
hate Ryan. I don't know what to tell you. They
Don't
hate
worry.
Ryan.
Next patch, shield health buff.
Oh,
Surely.
this is literally what I was saying. I was saying to my friends, well, plus 100 shield health, bet. Like, it is gonna be the patch. That
Don't worry because that means you can mitigate more damage. So that means with the DPS passive nerf, surely that makes Ryan good, right? That makes him
Surely.
better, top of the top, better than
Yeah.
Ryan.
I'll tell you how to make Ryan good.
Uh-huh.
Is
yeah.
you let Ryan have 2 pins.
Yes,
Two.
yes, this is real.
I don't think that'll make him good though, because if you're pinning, you're not
Oh,
you're not
no.
if you're not pinning. I mean, if you're pinning, you're not shielding, you're not swinging, you're not fire striking, you're not doing anything
Yeah,
else.
but you're pinning.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
but
So
you're
so
pinning.
you're saying the Ryan versus Orisa matchup, Ryan's gonna pin, Orisa's gonna spear, and you just pin again.
Yes.
okay, let me
now we're
cook.
talking.
Let me cook. Okay. Ryan pin, it doesn't just pin one person, you can like stack people at the end of the pin.
That would actually be really cool.
And you
That
can
would be
one
really
shot
cool.
like multiple people in one pin.
You're gonna get like a team kill just through like a Ryan pin through like 4 corners of a map.
You just make like vine kebabs just across the map.
Yeah, that's what they really want. Oh, but Blizzard is going to buff Doomfist next patch. They've already told us
Oh,
they're gonna buff his
the
ultimate.
Let's
S-tier
go.
hero. The S-tier hero is getting buffed, guys.
As
Who could
as
guess?
if Warwick didn't need like the dice
Yes.
roll already for Doom to be
Uh,
any good.
Blizzard was like, now we need to make his ultimate both heal him, and now it needs to have better chance of one-shotting people.
guys. We won even in a hard brawl meta last winter. I don't think there's anything stopping us, sincerely.
I mean, it's hard brawl, but it's also Bastion brawl. Like I think that
Yeah,
has
but
a
your
lot more
competition was
holes.
what?
So
Who was your
it would have
competition?
been like Southampton, Warwick, and ICL.
Don't remind me,
Oxford.
what happened in NSE
Oh,
again?
Oxford, I meant, yeah.
Don't worry about
What happened in
NSE.
NSE? What happened in NSE?
Don't worry about it.
Didn't he get knocked out by Hog, Lifeweaver, Alari, or?
Moving on from
that
NSE,
Is that brawl?
let's do the new predictions, because that's also a thing. So since I already have this up, I'm gonna start with mine this time, and we're gonna go the opposite direction. So
Wait, NUEL predictions. Yes, I got that now.
my new
Objective
prediction.
truth.
Objective truth indeed.
Objective truth, yeah.
What do we think, chat?
Okay.
You got Houston Outlaws. Oh.
Oh yeah, the names are slightly different.
Ooh.
I
Actually.
think it's interesting that you
Ooh.
think the staffs are gonna be Oxford.
Wait, you got the Warwick UCL like making it back to what it was last term.
I think so.
Like
Yeah.
the same finals.
Yeah.
I think
But surely,
UCL will
surely
get their
the
stuff
biggest
together.
cook. No, the biggest cook is Manchester making it that far.
Nah. I believe in Manchester.
No. I think Manchester can.
They just have to beat
Maybe
Glasgow
make it that far.
Winston.
It just I think it's gonna be difficult for them to beat Durham. But assuming that like everyone's internet is okay, and you know everyone is like playing good, I think they'll be able to.
Oh yeah, just to
give
clarify,
Durham
we're
a run for
talking
their money.
about the Manchester Bees, not the Manchester
Oh
Minotaurs.
yeah.
Yeah.
figured it.
Minotaurs?
Oh, my
So
bad.
the UOM team. I believe in them like 100%. They
So,
did lose to Portsmouth just like last week, I think.
Oh, they
However,
won.
they won with them once as well. So
Oh,
So how come you think Staffordshire is gonna beat us? What's the
Um,
Staffordshire law that I'm missing?
I think the Kuno carries is all.
Didn't you
Kuno-
literally say it like 15 minutes ago
wait
that
a
Kuno
second.
can't carry it that
Wait
hard?
2 seconds.
Look, guys, I might be inconsistent, but I do consider myself a bit of an oracle. So
A
bit
bit.
of a-
you know,
How are you an
The
oracle?
tournaments are different. The tournament's different, you know. Best of 5, we
Exactly,
can really see
yeah.
the best players.
Maybe. I could definitely see that happening. I mean, I can't really see that happening. Actually, I lied. I don't know why I said that. I think that the Oxford team as a whole, considering how much time that they've spent playing the game, like if we just say like playing the game, like full stop, like it doesn't have to be scrimming with each other or whatever. Just playing the game as a whole. Like I think LightVoid might have more games than the entirety of the staffs team combined in the last like 9 seasons or whatever. How long Overwatch 2 has been out
Yeah,
for?
but
How many
Rennie doesn't
L's are
touch
you
the game.
at
Isn't Rennie
LightVoid?
allergic to playing ranked?
Rennie
No,
is
no,
pretty allergic to
he
ranks.
said that he actually plays ranked yesterday. He was
he
did
saying
say
that
that,
he
he did
plays
say that.
ranked now.
He plays like 2 games and then
Ooh.
goes back to quick play and then boosts his ego against quick play. And he tells me every time it's GM quick play, it's GM quick play. And I'm
It's
like,
real,
of
GM
course,
quick play.
of course, GM quick play. That's how you
Honestly,
prepare.
some quick play games are far more competitive than my comp games.
That's true.
Then again, I am running in Unisco, as has been coined by many in my games, and I always get to attract the smartest of
The-
specimens. Let's say
The
EU's
interesting
greatest.
humans, you know? Overwatch's
EU's
finest.
greatest.
Oh yeah, and actually, one last thing about the brackets right now. This just in, the 5th playing spot has been claimed by ICL. So
Let's go.
they actually
They still probably don't make it too far, but let's go.
despite all odds
Wait.
and all the internet
Has anyone
outages.
gotten more than 0-2?
I think I do, but
Not me.
we'll see.
I
Not
do
really.
not.
I believe.
I'm frankly
mean,
surprised they made it for the play-ins.
You know,
Only-
speaking
there's only
about
s-
players, I'm surprised Kent didn't make it.
I'm so surprised.
I am not surprised.
What?
I think
What?
that as soon as any minor road bump happens in any series, they somehow manage to boom the entire team. Like your ball players are talking. Your tracer player literally said that they are not. They like halfway through one of the maps, they just stopped listening to people's comms because they
Where'd
didn't
you hear
want to.
that?
I have my sources, and everyone just stopped talking, So I think as soon as they start getting boomed, everyone else gets boomed,
Well, you can't win them all. We're just a very
But you
consistent
can't.
team.
Yeah, let's say that.
Sure. Yeah.
We're consistently inconsistent, so that's consistent.
You got
if
that
think
going for
about it.
At least that. Right. Let's do Younisco's prediction.
Yippee!
Load up.
Woo.
We don't talk about what I called this bracket.
Oh, you actually
We
have
can't see it, right?
you actually have ICL winning at least one game. Nice.
That's kind of
It's-
controversial.
I mean, it's partly controversial, but again, like I think that this is like a. This is like a
Whoa,
decent.
whoa.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
Look
I
at
have
upper
cooked.
bracket. Wait
I
a
have
second.
cooked.
Look at upper bracket. Look at the upper bracket.
You-
Look
you-
at
Wait.
Upper bracket round 2.
upper
I
bracket round 2. It looks
Well,
interesting,
that's-
no?
That is interesting.
I
want to get your thoughts on this Thrall, because I
believe.
I definitely cooked.
You
And
see-
I definitely went into this with the idea that I am here to cook. I'm here to represent the underdogs, although they
the
end up getting
underdogs.
But you
they
know
end up
what's
getting knocked
interesting
out.
is that Liverpool team just beat UCL like 3 days ago.
I like you were saying with like NSE just map pools and whatever. I'll just blame on a map pool. I'll blame Two maybe
Sure.
had a late lab or something. He couldn't get home to warm up.
I believe Houston Outlaws are the highest variance team. I believe
I
in
think
the
they really are. Like how can you go from beating Warwick one week and then losing to Kent the other week? Like that is genuine.
They haven't beaten us this split. Thank you very much.
They've taken the first map off of you, and that is a really good step in their confidence. And as soon as they have
Sure.
their
But
confidence and, like I was saying, their momentum.
have you considered the
That's
fact that that was in a game when we did not have Matt Murray, our GOAT Giddy input player, also known as controller player?
I have considered that.
And
I have considered
now we're actually going to have him for this game, so
I
even
think-
we
so
beat them.
easy
I
3-0.
think
Is that
they
what
have
you're
got-
saying, Thrall?
They've gotten
think
you
it will be-
downloaded. I think they've gotten you downloaded, even if it's only 4
Everyone's
players
had us
downloaded, there's still
download.
4.
Everyone's had us downloaded for the entire split. We're literally streaming all of our scrims, all of our officials, all of our comms. We've been
You
playing
guys are
this.
swimming?
Yeah,
We've
but
been
add
playing
the-
the exact
That's
same thing
gross.
for like the past year. Like, there's nothing new about us. People still
Guys,
don't know how to play against us. Like,
guys.
Yeah, but see that's also the weakness. As soon as they figure you out, you're done. You don't
Yeah.
so you can't counter swap. You're finished. You're
You
gone.
don't think?
What do you mean?
think
The
that
Ram
maybe...
Joyers will come out. The Ram Joyers comes
The
back.
Oh,
Ram-
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
already come out. That's already come out, and
It
that's
has.
actually terrifying. But do you not think that maybe in some like alternate reality or something that like maybe your pride is really getting in the way of you guys?
my
from
prides.
actually, like maybe you guys gotten too cocky. Maybe you guys go into every series and be like, oh, this is gonna be such an easy win, and then what ends up happening is like you guys against Loughborough and whatever. Maybe your ego has got far too inflated that once you get a few fights taken off of you, just like, oh damn, I actually have to like think about this game now, and then you just lost all the momentum. Maybe.
No.
No.
Younisco,
Are you? Hello.
Younisco, you had the Loughborough lose to Warwick. I'm not sure that's very accurate, to be honest.
Sorry.
From
Actually
the
true.
historic data.
Well, you think lower semis they're gonna get out?
Yeah, I believe.
Now we're losing to Loughborough. All right.
Yeah.
You've got Manchester Bees beating Port, beating Durham.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I believe that. Yeah.
I believe that. I do genuinely believe that.
We've never played Manchester Bees, to be fair, but
They're a very fun team.
They're a really cool team.
But
I
speaking
like.
from-
I like the.
Speaking
Are
like
they
from
just
the
a one-player team?
perhaps, but speaking from the game history, like they have beaten Ports in the past, and the last time when they lost to them, their star player Harris was lagging for like most of the series, if I remember correctly. Or something just went wrong. Who
Yeah.
knows? I am not sure if they played Durham before, but they have beaten Portsmouth. They have either been close to beating Southampton or even beaten Southampton. And like these are like the same tier teams as Durham, in my opinion. I think they definitely have it in them. And like even going further than that, if UCL for some reason, if 2-0 is incapacitated and doesn't appear at the game, or something just like breaks like it did with when they lost 0-2 to Kent, I see it as an entirely possible scenario where Manchester
That's
beats
derogatory.
UCL.
I'm pretty sure Kent are the best team in NUEL. They didn't make it to playoffs, but they're still best team in NUEL.
Yeah.
It really is would be a true like Cinderella type story for Manchester, going from what, like 99th last summer or something to where they are now. Even making playoffs is such a like big improvement for them, right?
They don't have a single same player from last
Yeah,
year.
no,
No,
but like you can. I'm fairly sure an amount, let's say an amount of people who are playing now were there last year. No, like they weren't playing, but they were there, or they were able to play.
I see.
In the same way that like the ICL team last split, they could have played last year, like almost the entirety of last year. Like that group of 5 people who got third.
So the
Like
conclusion is ICL is just sleeping on talent.
Yeah,
Moving
sounds like a society issue.
Yeah.
Can't attract the players.
Keeping
I mean,
your
is-
best
is-
players away from the roles they deserve.
yeah, just like Warwick putting Thrall on Doomfist and putting Andreas back on his
Exactly.
Lucio?
back on main
Wait,
support.
wait. Last year you forget Andreas was on Lucio duty.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, I can respect it. I can respect it. You're putting the hinges on the man.
Right. Sure. Let's
Andreas
move
is
on.
Lucio and not hinges.
Let's
Very
move on
true.
to LightVoid's prediction. So see this.
Let's see what I cooked. It probably wasn't
Other
too
than
exciting.
Oxford winning, what's the weird?
You guys really rate Manchester Bees.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
damn.
really
Yeah.
do. You why am I seeing
Wait, I put
Strathers?
Manchester.
Why
Wait
I'm seeing
a
Strathers?
second.
I'm seeing Strathers hitting 5th place.
Why am I hearing Strafford's going more than 0-2?
Oh my god.
Strathers
Let's see.
being 5th. I would love the people on Strathers. Like Dom,
I think-
great, wonderful human being. You are cooking.
Yeah,
you are really
it's
badly cooking.
It's a little bit of cooking. I think, if you want to blame anyone for this bracket, blame FinFunge. Whenever Straffers come up, FinFunge is like, guys, we need to respect these guys. These guys
No,
are
for
actually
sure.
good.
I mean, I think you should go into every series respecting your opponents, because then
Yeah,
otherwise,
Straff-
otherwise they roll out on a hog Lifeweaver Alari and happen to roll a team through the just a hypothetical. Just a hypothetical.
Hypothetically, of course.
Yeah, you load into a game, you're just like, let's have fun. Hog Lifeweaver.
Yeah, Straffers
disgusting.
strikes fear into the heart of FinFunge. So I don't know.
I mean, I can
but not
understand
Warwick.
I can understand the last split maybe, because there was a lot of hype around Strathers as a team after they did really well in Swiss, but not a lot of people have noticed that the teams that they have been playing in Swiss maybe we're not the
What do you
strongest.
mean? Them playing
What do you
against
mean?
Cambridge for that last game, which made them get like 4th seed or something. Like I
No,
think that was
perhaps they got a bit lucky with their matchup.
Yeah,
The only
let's say
thing
lucky.
I
can
remember
say
about
lucky.
Strafford is them saying it's going to be an easy 2-0 and then losing very quickly.
Yeah,
A quick 3-0, I think they said, and then they lost.
that's gonna be work in the future. They're just gonna be like, oh,
Right.
it's gonna be the
Surely.
easiest 3-0 of our lives, and then they're just gonna get absolutely pummeled into the dirt, and I cannot wait for that to happen. No
So,
offense.
just got a message from Rene saying that last time Ireland lost in the rugby, we won an SE, and apparently they just lost in the rugby again. So
It's over for us.
Oh man, it's the rugby buff.
But let me just get this straight. So, LightVoid, you believe wholeheartedly that
maybe not wholeheartedly.
Okay, you believe that Shredders are going to
Yeah.
beat Portsmouth, Southampton, and
Yeah.
Manchester all in
Yeah.
succession.
Yeah, sounds
So-
reasonable to
So
me.
all of
I
those
can-
teams are completely out of the play because they lose in the losers bracket early,
Yep.
and it's Shredders.
Yeah. That's
Right.
completely reasonable.
No further questions.
You are cooking. You are very much cooking. Like you and
Well,
Finn are cooking hard.
If
And I
if
can,
that's a cook, I'm scared to show mine.
Ooh, oh,
Oh dear.
Do we see it? Let's
let's
see
have a
it.
look, shall we?
Right.
Oh
What
my.
am I looking at?
What?
am I looking at?
Oh,
What am I
no.
looking at?
This
So,
is
Yeah, what's up?
so where should we unpack this first? Should we go from like the upper bracket?
Yeah, just take it all in.
So, how are Durham in the finals? Let's just start there. How are Durham in the finals? 'Cause I
What
think
do
that
you
can like
mean?
unpack everything else.
They beat Donuts, they beat Ports, and they lose to Warwick, and then they beat Oxford. No,
and then
Probably.
Houston,
beat
and
And
then
then they
UCL.
beat
Loughborough.
UCL as
And
well.
then UCL, and then
And then
Loughborough, who are somehow
then they-
third place now.
and then they beat
Um,
Loughborough. Yeah, what's the issue?
Yeah, no issues there. I can't see it.
How much
Like,
how
what
much
are
has
you-
Loughborough like paid you for this?
I'll be honest. I have never seen a Loughborough game in my life. I've seen the player list and just based it on that.
Fair enough.
Kind of.
Scrimbucks, really not necessary, right? I'm a firm
No,
believer
what
that Scrimbucks are
what are match
completely
results,
unnecessary.
man? Who cares about match results, right?
True.
Really.
You should do a
But you
prediction
really think
on the
you
players.
really think that teams like Southampton are what would that be? They're like a top
Derby?
what, like 8 team or top 10 team? You
What,
think that Oxford is like a top
Derby?
8 team? Like I
Well,
think
it's just
I think a
Derby,
lot of
Bolton,
people would
friends,
rate
no?
those teams a little bit higher, you know?
I think I personally would. I'm not biased towards Oxford at all, but I think
You're not, no,
It's not,
I'm
no, never.
I'm speaking from a place of complete unbias here.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Um,
there's no evidence to suggest that Oxford would beat Durham, so maybe that's going a bit far. But maybe Oxford would beat
mean,
Staffordshire. Consider
you can
maybe...
just prove it. Just prove it. Just prove it. Like who cares?
I think
Just
okay.
you'll see them.
It's a decent mentality, but at the same time, maybe this entire podcast is just gonna be a thing where Jackie's just trying to make Oxford be like really complacent in their gameplay, just for them to get 0-2'd. Like, it's a pretty interesting reverse psychology type thing.
Yeah, I think it's working.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think mine is that much of a cook,
I
right?
think it very much
I think
is.
yours out of everyone's somehow is the biggest cook.
Yeah.
Even
Ah.
even with like LightVoid saying that Ox is gonna win it all, like I think yours is probably the biggest cook.
But you have Manchester Bees going 0-2.
Yeah, of course.
That is
No.
I think that's a cook.
You think they lose to Donuts and Ports?
What's the issue?
I think that's a cook. I think they
think
they are even-ish matchups.
Doesn't Sooty just have his way?
I think
no.
Manchester.
I think Harris diffs Suti.
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
Like I think
Right.
Suti is a really good player. I think that Harris diffs Suti.
Can use this to segue to player power rankings.
Oh.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Oh, wonderful.
So, for player power rankings, let's start with Tank as the most important player on the team, of course. So, other than maybe the obvious choice of Andreas as the best tank in the NSE, unless there's some controversy around that.
I think everyone would agree with that, and if anyone doesn't agree, they are
They
not
haven't played
okay.
against Andreas.
They have not played against
Like,
Andreas.
They
Like,
have
even-
not played against Andreas.
Like even when this man is running it down in pugs games on Doomfist, it is hell.
Yeah, true. He
Literally
he,
said,
he is
"Help."
deadlifting Warwick firsts for a while, so I believe he can be number one. Sure.
Is very, very heavy to try and backpack all of those players.
Anyone want to talk about LightVoid? I heard he's a ranked maniac.
Oh,
Anyone
he's
wanna?
he's at 300 games, Diamond 2 on Tank this season. I think
Yeah.
How's the season been
that's-
going on, guys?
It's got
Has it been 2 weeks?
I
No,
think
it's been
It's a bit longer,
it's been about 4.
I think if Ryan was good in the meta, LightVoid would definitely make it on this list, and would probably not be Diamond 2 either.
I mean, like, I'm just going through my friends list on Tank, and there are a fair amount of people that are on top of LightVoid here.
Yeah.
Of varying roles as well, even people off rolling.
Well, every time, every season that we do well in, I always take a hit in my SR in order for us to get good luck in the games. So
Luck.
Yeah.
That's
Lose SR to gain luck. I see.
well, it's good strats. It's good strats.
that has to
So
be it.
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't there a better tank player on the Oxford team? Like that's on DPS maybe?
Like perhaps a
Uh,
contenders tank player.
Like perhaps potentially.
No,
Maybe-
I
Anyone
think
heard
he's
about that
washed.
one?
They have to take a pretty substantial hit in their DPS department in order to make that change.
Rene is washed. You heard it here first,
Washed.
folks.
No, yeah, completely washed.
From his own captain.
Yeah, it's true. That guy hasn't played tank for at least 4 years, I think.
And I still think
Yeah.
he has a better Sigma than you.
Right. Another obvious choice, I think, is Thrall from ECL, because that man's queen is just the best by far in the NSE and just incredible to watch. I still have so many clips of myself dying or Ajaxing even to Thrall just because he turns around, just hits like an insane like 180 knife and just kills me in one clip. It's just there's no comparison there when it comes to Junker Queen.
Yep, for sure. It's
Yeah. If Queen is meta, UCL win everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's be real.
I think so. I think if it is a combination of Queen being meta and Doom just being like completely in the gutter. Like
Which not
even-
happening because anyone seen the latest patch notes? Doom's getting buffed.
I love
Yes,
my
Yo.
I love-
S tier hero getting buffed. Yes.
Can't wait.
But if it actually transitions into a Zarya meta, maybe we've got some interesting choices to go with about tanks, no?
I think Lucky Boy could be really up there. For both his ball and his Zarya. Seen both. Both are quite impressive.
You've seen his ball?
You've seen his ball?
Yeah, I've seen Lucky Boy's ball, yeah.
Then what happened at Epic Line?
What happens at Epic Land stays at Epic Land.
Exactly, yeah.
What happens in Kettering stays in Kettering.
We could
and
probably put Cape Town fan up there as well. I reckon.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
yeah, has to be there.
I think
He's not playing
if-
currently on his main team, but
Or on his
he's
main
definitely
role.
still up there. Or on his main role.
I think I do think that if ICL happen to roll like some good freshers, like some good DPS freshers, because this is something that like the team has always lacked, is good DPS freshers. You know, hit scan DPS in particular. Like we have
Isn't there
not
one
gone.
on
We
the
have,
Valorant team?
yeah, no, there is. Not interested in playing Overwatch. Who would have thought? But if they end up rolling some good hit scan players, maybe throw in a flex DPS player there. You know, they've got good support line already right now, so maybe we'll see something different next year. Maybe there's
Yeah.
a fresher right now just like locked in his basement, just focusing on his degree, and then maybe he'll decide to come out and.
But you know,
and
we've
play.
got an interesting take on DPS players is they actually don't go to uni. That's why they
Mhm.
don't exist in NUEL.
They
They don't make it to their uni and they're like, oh shit, I gotta grind.
That is a fair amount of brain rot. There's a fair amount of brain rot playing or being a DPS main.
Especially hit scan DPS.
I
Speaking of,
Ooh.
Speaking of, who are the best hitscan DPSs in no?
Bullbean 69.
Cool
There's
beans
no one
Definitely
else.
up there.
There's no one else like him.
I think there might be
The
some other
two-
people, but
The two console players, with their kitty inputs, I do think
Coolbean
are
69
probably up
Murray,
there.
my favorites.
Yeah, but Cool Beans is probably the best hitscan player in all of NUEL.
Yeah,
And then-
Do you
who
think-
is like Harris or who is Exuti?
Real.
Well, they got Cool Beans
Haven't seen
69.
haven't seen Exuti in years. Don't know who that guy is.
Who actually?
Play-in's Warlord, I'll have you know.
Hey, they always do well every year, so you can never count
They
them
always they do always make play-ins,
Yeah.
And
Sure.
Yeah,
if we're talking about the
Mm.
way that Andreas has to carry with Warwick, I think it's of similar stature with Ixuti and his team. Not to say that they're bad. I think they do have their merits on other roles.
Do you
but I do
say
think
that,
Ixuti,
but like when we move on to flex DPS, J9 is going to be there. Pretty much unquestionably the best.
I don't think it's unquestionably.
Uh,
I think.
Wait, who else you got up there?
Go Rene. Rene's up there with flex DPS.
Rene?
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
On the May.
On the
Yeah.
May only. Maybe
Well,
a bit at the top.
you also
At the
vaguely
Joker,
have
maybe?
you also have Jack for any tracer meta, but well, you probably include him in hit scans instead because he definitely plays hit scan and whenever we need him.
I think if it's like a Surgeon May type meta, let's say you put everyone back on their one tricks with like Orion, Surgeon May, like Bat Lucio comp.
My. Oh
like
my.
Like
No,
like
you-
a real
No, you don't want Sojourn. You want Tracer if for Jack. Jack doesn't
yeah,
want to be on
but like I
Sojourn.
think
How does
I
that work
think-
in Brawl?
Yeah, I don't think it works in Brawl. I hate to break it to you. I think
Yeah, but in this crazy meta, like if we're inventing the meta here, we don't need to define brawls as needing May.
okay.
We're inventing the meta
Well-
because Brian is actually meta now. That
Yeah,
is very
Ryan is
inventive.
So good. Ryan is so good
Real.
that Spitfire aren't even playing Ryan.
Very true.
Yeah, I think I saw there was a team in Korea. They played Ryan for Nepal Shrine, I think.
Amazing.
Mm.
So I
also-
think
I'm sure
good
they're
time,
doing
good time.
amazingly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing
they
really
win that
good.
one?
Yeah,
Did they win?
I can't remember the result for some reason.
Oh,
Oh,
unlucky.
that's such a shame. That's such a shame. Unfortunate coincidence.
Any other honorable mentions for DPS? Either flex or hitscan?
Derpy.
Derpy.
Hmm?
Yeah. We
Derpy
forgot
for
about Derpy.
I
I
think
think
Southampton
you forget about the
player.
man. He does some unspeakable things to some teams. Like, it's actually disgusting.
even on our OWCS team, he like in scrims and stuff and in officials, he was doing a substantial amount. I think other honorable mentions I would say the UCL DPS line. You've got Saki and Made of
Ooh.
Stone. I think that they are really. I think they're smart players individually, but I still think that the thing that's holding them back is just team play fundamentals. Ult economy. I love ult economy. I love throwing 5 ults into a fight and be like, yes, guys, we won the fight. Let's go. And then
Nice.
But how else are
losing
you
the next
gonna
3 fights.
understand DJ?
Very true. Not all teams have an inting Lucio, right?
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I think every team has one of those, no?
True.
Has to
That's
be.
very true.
Part of the role.
Like Lucio players and like inting, it's like it's the same line, no?
Yep, that was it.
So speaking of Lucios, how about me
Oh.
supports?
Main supports.
Definitely Tyranty #1. No way.
I
anyone's
think
convincing me of that.
this guy from Warwick, Thrall, is really up there.
Oh,
Of
I
course
think
he
they're all
does,
into a
of
bit too
course he
much.
does.
I think you're maybe like a top 4, top 5 candidate. No offense to you, absolutely.
No, I think
you're
yeah.
you're a
higher
great
than I
player, but
thought.
there is like I think that you can also agree that the likes of like Voltzer, who has
Ooh.
these like high ranked like experiences and and whatnot, and then people like Horrocks
Yeah,
who also
is
have
Volta famous for something? I think in a Chasm video, maybe?
or an LH Cloudy video, perchance.
Oh,
Like,
any other videos? He seems to be quite popular on these
popular
streamers.
and toxic. Apparently, he
Ah,
himself has defended himself a lot because a lot of people have pointed that out.
I think
I think
Volta Horrocks definitely up there.
yeah,
also
Horrocks is
have-
definitely up there. If he's not drunk or hungover.
that is a coin flip. That's a genuine coin flip.
But can we put Alice up there? Maybe. Yeah.
If she stops shield bashing monkeys, sure. I would say that she's maybe in the realm of like the 4, 5, 6, 7 type numbers. Okay, maybe not 4, maybe 5, 6, 7 type numbers.
Oh.
Absolutely, like I think that again the Kent team really suffer from stabbing themselves in the back. Type thing, you know?
Hey, we're talking about individual players here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My point still stands then.
Oh.
Because I do think that you have other Lucios, not just main supports, because most people just like to run it down on Lucio. I do think
I mean,
you
is
have
there
people like
really a
Geode.
comp without a Lucio? If you
Yeah,
think
like
about
Anna
it.
Briggs stuff, right? Like there was a very long time of like the Winston Sombra Tracer Anna Briggs stuff, right?
I love 3-2-1.
Let's go. Who can trade their backlines any better?
Yeah, I think
but
I think I know something about that. Anyone remember Kent's Cinderella run last year? That was 3-2-1 meta.
no one remembers that actually.
Oh.
But I do think you have people like Geode that also probably deserve to be in that like top 3,
Yeah.
top 4 type conversations. Again, unbiased, considering
Unbiased.
that he's from ICL.
He's definitely up there. So
Any
how about
other-
we go on to the most stacked role in all of NUEL
Yeah.
/ NFT is
Flex
the flex
supports.
supports. And there's so many of them.
So the obvious
so many of them.
choices are probably Abik and Takuno have to be there purely because they're tier 2 players.
I think FinFunge diffs them actually. FinFunge.
For sure.
I think he can hold his own. You know,
I think
he
Finn.
went-
Any special mentions to our tier 3/4 specialists from UK's university home ground instead of these Mickey Mouse Contenders leagues?
Mickey Mouse contenders league.
Mickey Mouse contenders players.
How good are
What
they
are
really?
those? How good are they really? Are they any better than Arky Dog?
So true. Kidog should definitely be up there though. Definitely one of the better ones.
Like if we're just only talking about like non-tier 3, tier 2 people, then yeah, probably Keydog would probably be up there. I would like to mention Shornado FPS.
Oh, yeah.
Tornado,
My streamer Go.
I say he's not even playing
What?
support anymore. I've heard.
What's he been playing recently?
He's been running it down on Sojourn, and his Sojourn is getting very good. His Sojourn is getting good. Okay, very might not is
Good.
yeah. Anyways,
So
but
Tornado,
he-
Kidog.
Finn definitely is one of the components of hinging LightVoid.
Excuse me, I'll have you know that
Maybe-
I am definitely carrying my team for
so
sure.
so true. You're so right, actually.
The only team you're carrying is the opposite team. It's the red team.
I feel like we've trashed LightVoid a lot, but he definitely has his merits. I'll give that to him. In our series against Oxford, like last term, there have been a lot of there was a lot of heart attacks that you gave Sean on Kiriko, just pinning at him, swinging at him a couple of times, and hoping that his wall climb doesn't work for him.
Which
which
has happened.
It has happened.
Yeah,
So
I
speaking of flex
remember
support,
that one.
That clip
speaking
is
of
so
flex
funny.
support,
That clip is
How
really
about-
funny.
How about Hull? I hear Hull have a couple of flex supports.
Ho, you have a few flex supports.
In fact, I'm pretty sure they have 5 flex supports as a
And
team.
they're putting potentially their best flex support on tank from what I saw, at least.
Right, yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think iBroadwell is on tank. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't think
'Cause
so.
he
If
was-
someone began who with a V, I don't know.
Because
if
I'm fairly
that's
sure from when I played against him
iBroadwell?
in summer, and that's in summer, like he was playing Ram, so who knows?
iBroad will
Really?
definitely also deserves to be there.
I'm sure. Oh, you also have Tommy. We completely forgot about Tommy.
Oh,
but
of
Tommy is
course.
Tommy.
But he's
Tommy
on
likes to.
DPS slash.
No. There's also the Twink
Slash
tank. You cannot
tank.
forget about the Twink
Yeah,
tank.
Tommy is a very flexible player. But his flex support really shines through. Definitely should be up there as well.
But would he not be? He wouldn't be grouped with the Mickey Mouse tier 2 people, right?
No,
Tier 2, tier 3 people. Okay.
I don't think so.
Sure.
That's.
I mean, if we're saying it like that, then Horrocks would also be out of the equation most likely.
True. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Liverpool, how about Chie? You know, a bit of Isaracha, Chie, like he's pretty good.
He was really good on MMU because it like at least opened up their team a little bit, you know.
Until he broke his arm.
I Moira diffed him in summer. That's all I'm saying. I
Moira,
dismantled this
shut
man. I dismantled this man on Moira. My Moira clears.
Hold left click.
It is not. This was like the Ram Reaper May Moira Lucio type stuff. So good, and it leaned into the ICL team so well because of our Reaper one trick, and yeah.
Where is that Reaper one trick nowadays?
He's
doing well. He's running it down in Team 4. You know,
Nice.
Team 4 seems to be like the graveyard area. You know,
The graveyard.
for all the lost talent. You know.
Imagine having more than 2 teams. That's kind of impressive.
I mean, it's Team 4 when it's the Team 3, but it's also the Team 4 because they like me called the Team 4 or something. So there is an amount of carrying. There's an amount of carrying that Carl has to do with that silver support player. So
you know, it doesn't really matter what team he's on. He's still carrying. Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very true.
Carl supremacy.
That being said,
Thrall died. Thrall is actually dead.
My phone might have just died, so my webcam is gone.
Did it actually die?
It actually just died.
God.
But on that note, that might be a good time to wrap it all up. I think we've covered a lot of ground. Player power rankings, all of the bracket predictions. I think other than LightVoid repping his own team, we've all agreed that Warwick's obviously going to win everything. Right, guys?
Well, you're not going to win by agreement. You actually have to win now. We can't just shake hands on it before the game.
You gotta actually take actions, you know?
We're gonna deliver, don't you worry.
I'm sure.
But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me. Once again, it was Jackycha from Kent, LightVoid from Oxford, and Younisco from ICL, and I was Thrall, current player at Warwick. So
who's the ghost? He's a black box.
I am. I'm already gone. Already zoned out. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and see you in the next one.
Bye bye.
Bye
Bye bye.